I put my profile at the beginning of this training so that if you're a brand new associate, you'll know that I'm not a rookie. I might not know everything there is, but I've known enough to create a massive income for my family. And you can see what I've done throughout my life. And I hope that I'm able to share some information with you that will help you understand what an awesome, awesome, awesome opportunity that we have, okay? So this is what I call the Stream New Associate Training. This first slide, I'm going to spend a little bit more time on than normal because it's the most important slide in the entire training. For the new people out there, here's what I want to accomplish with this slide. I want you to understand that our method of bringing our services to the market, called relationship marketing or word of mouth advertising, I want you to understand how it's different from the traditional companies. How are we different from a traditional marketing? Here's a look at your traditional marketing. These are companies that have been around for generations and decades, marketing energy and other products to the consumers. They use a multimedia advertising campaign. And basically, what they're doing is marketing with a price point only, okay? Because there is no relationship between them and their customers. And since there's no relationship between them and their customers, and in most cases, there's no loyalty, especially when competition comes into that market and that industry. This is what a traditional company looks like. Now I want to show you what our relationship marketing, or what I call the Stream way, looks like. It's all about a friend telling a friend. We don't really go out and sell anything. We simply tell our friends how they can save money on something they're going to buy anyway. A friend telling a friend. We offer competitive prices. Relationship means helping a friend becoming a customer. When you're asking a friend to become your customer, you're essentially asking them to help you, okay? And you're offering them a product at a competitive price with an $8 billion 12-year-old debt-free company. This is what creates loyal customers and a loyal customer base. Now, let's talk about this just a little bit more, okay? This page right here is what makes us different than the other companies. This is the reason that our company has generated in excess of $8 billion in revenue. Now think about that. The other major companies cannot compete against a relationship marketing model. They simply cannot. Listen, my daughter is my customer. Do you think for any reason she will switch to the competitor? Any reason? No, she won't. Why? Because her daddy is selling this product. And my best friend is the same. My son is the same. It's almost an unfair competitive advantage we have. Now, I spend this time on this slide for the new people because I'm going to get into how we gather our customers. And I want you to understand right up front that our method is the difference maker between us and the competition, okay? Well, that's really, that says it all right there. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk to you right now about something that is very, very important. And I want you, as a new person, I want you to think about this. I want you to determine what your why is and why you even started a stream business, okay? Determine the reason for doing your business, okay? I suggest that you make your your reason, or what we call your why, very personal and something that people will buy into. Okay? Listen, if you call a friend of yours and ask him to help you by being a customer, and you tell him that your why is that you want to get a new 36-foot Sportcraft boat, I promise you he won't help you. He don't want you to do that. He doesn't want you to enjoy that amount of success. But if you call him and tell him that, hey, my wife's going to stay home with the kids, and we found a way that we can supplement her income, and it involves you. I need you to help me by being my customer. They'll buy into that. So make your why something that you're willing to fight over, okay? Share your why with your team leaders. Your why, the people that your upline and your team leaders, they need to understand your why, okay? Your why, and listen, once you have a strong why, your why will sustain you much long after the excitement is gone. Because when we first start our stream business, we are really excited. But I got to tell you, you're going to meet some objectives and some downfalls, and you're going to start, your excitement is going to start dying down. You need a strong why that will keep you in the game. Okay. Well, now I want to talk to the new people about becoming a qualified director. First of all, a qualified director simply means that you have earned your first bonus. Okay. And you've also become qualified to get paid off of associates that you sponsor into the business. Now, you need 3 customer points to become qualified. And I suggest that you can get those between now and when you get up in the morning. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. Number 1, you need to enroll your energy. If you live in an energy deregulated state, in a deregulated area, you need to tonight, after this webinar, you need to go to your website, and you need to enroll your energy with Stream. If you don't, you also need to enroll your wireless, your cell phone. Okay, we have a great cell phone plan, and you're going to learn something about me. I believe that if Stream sells it, I've got to buy it. I'm buying it from someone anyway, so I might as well buy it from me. Okay, so number 1, enroll your energy and your wireless. Or if you can't enroll your energy, enroll your wireless tonight. You need to subscribe to the Stream marketing system. This is the website, and this is what it looks like. Your name will be up on the top right. This is the website that you're going to use to send to your friends to sign up as a customer. Right up there, it says Get Services. Right up here is where you sign up your associates. Join Stream. You can also pay your bills online with your website. It's a great tool, and it's $24.95 a month. Plus, it tracks all of your accounting for you. Okay. Well, when you sign up for your Stream website, look at the bottom down here. Sign up for your Stream marketing system. That also counts as 1 customer point. Well, now you're up to 2 customer points. Next step is enroll 1 outside customer. Here's what I did. I called my best friend, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, Anthony, let me ask you something. I've started a new business, and I'd like for you to be my first customer." He said, "Cool. What am I buying?" I said, "Electricity, you know." He said, "Okay, how do I do it?" And I sent him to my website, and he signed up. I think it's easier to get your best friend than it is maybe a family member. Maybe not, but in any event, you need 1 outside customer. Now you've got 3 customer points, and your Stream marketing system, your website counts as that 1 point. So congratulations, you are now a qualified director. You've earned your first $100 check. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Now, if you're a new person, make sure you make a note of this. Okay, this is what I expect you to do tonight. Either enroll your energy or your wireless, or both of them if you can do both of them. Subscribe to your stream marketing system, uh, and then enroll one outside customer, your mother, your brother, your best friend. Think of it like this: whoever owes you the most or loves you the most. Ask them to help you. Don't try to sell them electricity, just ask them to help you. In fact, let's talk a little bit about customer basics, the relationship marketing model. Uh, I want to urge you to not come into this business with the intention of selling electricity. Don't sell electricity. For lasting success, build a business based on relationship model. Here's what I'm talking about. I've been in the business almost 13 years. I'm getting paid on tens of thousands of customers, but I've only got 21 customers. You see, I don't want any more than that. Uh, I've got 21. I had to have 20 to promote to the highest position. And now I realize that I can make more money by going and helping new people learn how to do what I do, as opposed to going out and hawking more customers. A lot of people get more customers, and you can do that also if you want to. But anyway, think of our business as the gas station or restaurant model. If you opened a gas station or if you opened a restaurant, would you would you go tell your friends, your neighbors, people you go to church with, your family? Would you tell them, say, "Hey, stop by and trade with me"? I've opened up a gas station. I've opened up a restaurant down on Main Street. You wouldn't tell them, say, "Come eat with me. I got the cheapest food in town." No, you wouldn't do that. You'd just simply say, "Hey, come down and trade with me," okay? The gas station model. And remember this: we're not really selling things. Uh, we're sharing our business with friends, relatives, and neighbors. We're simply sharing. If you get into the sales mode, you're going to have you're going to have a lot of resistance. Okay, share your why with your friends and family. uh, this model sells us all other, it beats all other companies who are traditional marketing. They can't compete with our model. This is the difference maker. Share your why with your friends and ask them to help you with your business. The relationship marketing, the approach. Let me kind of give you some approaches that I would use. I might say something like, "Hey, Amy, I need your help. I need a small favor." Or I might say, "Hey, Andy, I need your help. I need a favor." And before you say yes or no, let me explain why I'm even asking you. And at this point, I would share my why with him. "Andy, the reason I'm asking you is my kids have almost no chance of going to college before now, but I found a way that we can build a part-time income and save that money for their college, and their college will be guaranteed now, but it involves you helping us, okay? Uh, would you please be my energy customer? Uh, don't worry, there's no risk. You'll probably save a little bit of money, but that's beside the point. Andy, I'd be asking you to help me if you didn't save anything, as long as it didn't cost you anything. Andy, can I count on you to help me?" Okay, that's the relationship marketing approach. And again, this is what's built an $8 billion company. The sorting process. Okay, look, this is where you take all of the people you know, and you either turn them into customers or associates. So how do you tell which ones are going to be what? Well, it's what we call the sorting process. Make your list. Write down 100 names. Now, don't freak out. You know 100 people, I promise you. Use the acronym FORM to jog your memory as you make your list. ELF stands for friends and family. Write down every friend and every family member, and don't try to determine which one will or which one won't. Just write down every name. O stands for occupation. Where do you work? Hey, you know what? Uh, if you're looking to earn some extra income, or to earn a retirement program, or to get your wife home to stay with the kids. Maybe some other people at your occupation are looking for the same. But I got to tell you, be careful with this. Don't go talking to people at work and let it get back to your boss. Just tell them you want to talk to them after work. Okay. R stands for recreation. Who do you hang out with? Who do you play golf with? Who do you go bowling with? Who do you play cards with? Who do you hang out with? Write their names down. And then next is money. Who do you spend money with? Hey, let me tell you something. Most of the people that I spend money with are my customers. My insurance agent is my customer. My financial advisor is my customer. The ChemLawn guy that services my lawn is my customer. The guy that services my swimming pool is my customer. Now I got to tell you, they didn't have any choice. They were either going to be my customer, or I would go find someone else that did what they did, and they'd be my customer. Okay, so who do you spend your money with? And if you come short of getting your 100 names by doing this, here's one last thing that's guaranteed to give you all the names you want. Use your address book and your cell phone to gather names. You'll have more than 100 names. Okay, now once you get these people's names written down on a list, and I don't want you to try to separate them as customers and associates, just put them on the list. I'm going to teach you how to separate them. Okay, once you've written down 100 names, you want to qualify the list. Which will be associates, which will be customers. I'm going to teach you right now how to do that. Okay, here are the characteristics that you want to look at, especially for those that you want to talk to about being an associate. People that have credibility and influence. John Maxwell says that's the number one law in the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. Credibility and influence. You want to look at the people on your list. Which one are positive and success-minded attitude people? Which ones are financially motivated? You know which ones are always looking to make money. And then which ones have $199? That's the promotion until December the 31st. In other words, once you look at every one of your names and you determine these 4 factors, now you've qualified and you've been able to select your top 10 contacts. This is your A team. Let me show you how it would probably look. Okay, look, make yourself a chart. I made this one, and you're going to put a 1 through 100, and then you're going to, across the top, you're going to put credibility and influence, positive and success minded, financially motivated, and they have $2.99. Promotion now is $1.99. And what you want to do is put their names out over here, whatever their name. I've got John Builder, Jack Moolah, Bill Dollar Bill, Stream Maniac, and Harry Hopeful. And I look at John Builder, and I know him, and you'll know yours. You'll say, does he have credibility and influence? And I say, heck yeah, he does. Is he positive and success minded? Yeah. Financially motivated? Absolutely. Has he got the money to get in? Yes. Okay, and I go to the next person. I say, okay, he's got credibility and influence. He's not really that positive. But he's got financially motivated. And then I come down to Bill Dollar Bill. He's not real. He's a good guy, and he's got positive success minded. He's got the money to get in. He's financially motivated. And you go down and you put a check in every column that they're associated with. And then you take a look at your chart, and you see that John Builder has got a check in every one of the categories. He is my number one prospect that I want to show the business to. And then Jack Moolah, he's got 2. He's an associate prospect. Bill Dollar Bill, he's got 3. He's an associate prospect. Stream Maniac, he's got 3. He's an associate prospect. Harry Hopeful, he's just got 1. He's financially motivated. I'm going to talk to him about being a customer. Okay, so you can see by going through this. You can see by going through this exercise, you're going to see who you need to talk to about being an associate, or about being if they've got one or no check marks, that's who I'm going after to be my customer. I'm going to ask them to do me a favor and become my customer. Okay. But the rest of them, I'm going to talk to about being an associate. I hope this sorting process helps you to understand that we've put you a program together here for you to go through it, sort through it, and now you know what to do with it. Okay. One thing that when you're going to be setting appointments with people is I want you to, excuse me a second. I want you to avoid the valley of death. Let me explain what that is. When I say avoid the valley of death, don't mix the invitation with the presentation. When you're talking to someone about looking at the business, all you want to do is set an appointment to show the person all of the information, okay? And do not try to explain it over the telephone. You want to sit down with them and go through all of the detail so that they can make a business logical decision. I mean, you might approach someone like Brian Schaefer, and you might say, "Hey, Brian, I've got a business I'd like to share with you. I want you to get your input on it, and can we get together this afternoon right after work?" You know, Brian might say something like, "Well, what is it, Donnie?" I say, "Look, I don't have time to try to go into details right now, and besides, I couldn't explain it over the phone anyway. I've got to show you some information. I've got to show you some numbers to see if they make sense to you." Okay? It'll only take about 10 or 15 minutes, but I can't possibly try to explain it over the phone. I got to show you numbers, and I can't do that. So you gotta go for the appointment. If you start trying to explain the business to him, I promise you, you're going to go into something we call the valley of death. Because if Brian asks me, "Well, what's it about?" and I say, "Well, Brian, I can't really go into the details over the phone. I got to show you some numbers," and you say, "Well, look, if you can't tell me what it is, I'm not going to go look at it." And now I start trying to explain it to him that it's electricity, that we get paid 25 cents a month on first level customers, and 50 cents a month, and so forth and so on. And pretty soon, Brian's going to look at me and say, "Well, Donnie, thanks for thinking about me, but I don't believe that's something I'd be interested in." You see, you just made a decision, a business decision based on no information. Don't let them say no until they know. Once you master the invitation, you master the business. And I got to tell you something. It's been true from the very beginning. It's not really what you say, it's how you say it. It's the enthusiasm. You got to tell Brian, "Hey, Brian, man, I've learned something that is so fantastic. We've got to get together after work. It can't wait till midnight. It can't wait till tomorrow. I've got to show you something, man. It's going to blow your mind." "What is it?" "I can't explain it to you over the phone. I got to show you some numbers, man. But we got to get together now, right after work." So you see, if you insert that enthusiasm and the sense of urgency, that's what sets appointments, and you're able to show them the business presentation. Okay? All right. Now, look. Also, let me say this. Stream has got multitudes of tools for us to use. And if I'm talking to Brian and there's no way he's going to meet with me unless I show him something, here's what I'll do. I'll say, "Brian, I tell you what, I've got an 8-minute video that I'll text you and you can watch if you'll commit to me to watch it right now. You watch it. It's 8 minutes, and I'll call you in 15 minutes. That'll give you a chance to watch the 8-minute video. Instead of me trying to explain what it is, this video will explain it." Okay? And you text him the video, and you follow up in 15 minutes. so you can answer his questions. And I always say this: whatever decision Brian makes is the right decision. If he says yes or if he says no, the video did its job. The virtual MD video. I mean, we've got great tools that you don't have to try to explain it to someone. Just let the tools do the work for you, because you're going to blunder it if you start trying to explain it, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to want to get out of the business because it's not working for you and you're just not doing the right things. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about setting appointments. At least talk about the kind of words you use. Say, Billy, do you ever look at ways to make extra money? That's pretty simple, right? Let's get together. I've got a business deal I want your opinion on. I found a way we can get paid on thousands of energy bills, Billy. Billy, would you like to get paid on thousands of electricity bills? Okay. And I always use this, and I teach this to my team. You've got to have an elevator approach, what we call an elevator approach, in your back pocket at all times. We call it an elevator approach because if you get on an elevator on the 7th or 8th floor and you're going to the 1st floor and there's somebody on the elevator with you, you've got somewhere between 30 and 45 seconds or 30 minutes, 30 seconds and a minute to make some kind of contact there, and you need to have a logical way you can do it. We call it the elevator approach, and it works right across the board. Here's the elevator approach that I use. Hello. Now remind you, I'm standing right in front of someone on the elevator. Hello, my name is Donnie Anderson. I'm part of an $8 billion 12-year-old company, and we're now expanding nationwide. We're looking for sharp people who want an unlimited income potential. You're a very sharp person. Would you like information on the positions available? That's it. That's an elevator approach that I use. And a lot of times people will say, well, what's it about? I say, let's exchange business cards right now, and I'll call you a little later today. What time would be good? Okay. But once you use an elevator approach you got to have this in your back pocket. You got to, because you got to have something to say if you come across someone that you just have to see if they're interested in your business. Okay. All right. Now, stream services. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the stream services. Your upline can do that. But we get paid on energy, electricity, natural gas, wireless services, cell phones, protective services, virtual MD, and then home digital service, home phone service. Okay. This is just some examples of some of our mobile phone plans. Okay. $25, $50, $40, $50, $60 a month. It's hard to beat our prices on our cell phones. So I definitely suggest you look closer into that. Okay. Our virtual MD is the hottest new product that we've got. Virtual MD, meaning virtual medical doctor. Skip the waiting room, stream virtual MD, access the doctor online, anytime, anywhere with no copay. For $30 a month, you and your entire family can have access to a board certified physician doctor online 24 hours a day. Now, why is that important? Here's why it's important. Normally, when you wake up of a morning and you've got a sore throat, you're running fever, or your son or daughter has an earache and they're running fever, what do you normally do? Well, normally you'll set an appointment to go to the doctor. And you'll get dressed, you'll go to the doctor, and you'll sit in the waiting room with a bunch of other sick people, breathe in their air. You'll pay a copay, and then you'll go in to see the doctor. Why do you go see the doctor? I'll tell you why. You go to see him to get a prescription so that you're going to get to feel better, right? It's an antibiotic or a prescription. Well, and then you go to the pharmacy and you wait and you pick it up, and you've wasted at least a half a day. With the virtual MD, all you have to do is call call an 800 number and you talk to a board certified physician, and he asks you all of the important questions, and he's able to diagnose over the phone what your problem is and send a prescription to your pharmacy right around the corner. And you've been able to do that, and you haven't even left your home. This is a fantastic product. So I urge you my wife and I subscribe to this, obviously. Okay. And then Virtual MD, that's $30 a month. It also counts as a customer point. Then we have Digital Voice, which is home phone service. It's excellent. I've got it at my home for $14.95 a month. That counts as a point also. Now what I want to do is talk about rank advancement and leadership income. This is normally something I wouldn't cover over a basic training for new associates, but I want the new associates that came in for free to understand that there's a lot of money in our business. So let's talk a little bit about it. I want to talk about climbing up the stairway of success from regional director to managing director to senior director to executive director to national director. Okay, let me show you how much money is in this organization. I want to first of all talk about leadership bonuses. Here we go. Okay, hold for me just a second, please. Leadership income. You see, you've got regional director, managing director, and you see every time you promote to one of these leadership positions, you get paid an additional amount of income for every new associate that comes in that part of your business. As an example, when you're a regional director, you get paid $25 on every new associate that comes into your organization. And everyone that comes in under that associate who comes into so no matter how big your organization grows down below you, you get paid $25 a month on every one of them when they become qualified directors. Okay. Now, if you'll look at managing directors, we've got $100 in bonuses there. And if you look all over at senior director, $200, executive director, $300, and national director, $300, $250 and $300. Let me show you how it breaks out. As a managing director, first of all, every new associate that comes into business, there is a regional director, a managing director, a senior director, executive director, and a national director leadership bonus paid out on every new associate that comes in to the leadership on top of that new associate. So as a managing director, if you personally sponsor someone in the business, you get paid that $25 because you get paid the regional director bonus, and you get paid a $75 managing director bonus. Okay, so you see, if you add the 25 to the 75, that's where we get the $100 bonus. Okay, you don't get paid 25 plus 100, you get paid 25 plus 75, that equals 100. Now, if you're a managing director and you've got a regional director directly below you, okay, let's say your regional director is right here, and that regional director sponsors an associate in the business, becomes qualified. The regional director gets the $25 regional director bonus, and you get the $75 managing director bonus. Okay. And then as a senior director, here's what happens. If you sponsor personally, you're a senior director, if you personally sponsor a new associate in the business that becomes qualified, you get paid the regional director bonus, the managing director bonus, and now a $100 senior director bonus. If you add those up, it comes to $200. Same thing with executive director if you personally sponsor one, and national director. Okay, I might be giving you more information than you need right here, but this is always a confusing factor for people. They think this top line is what's paid: 25, 100, 200, 250, 300. That's almost $1,000. But this is the way it really works. Okay, this is the leadership income, and this is what really separates our compensation from many, many others. Now, on our MEI, monthly earned income, this is what we all know about right here, okay? Where we get paid through 5 levels below us. We get paid 50 cents on our personal customers, 25, 50, $75, $2. And if it works out perfect like this, that's $11,807, okay? And we all know about this page right here. But there is even more residual income. And I'm not gonna try to go over it with the new people because it's just too much to try to understand. But there's a lot more residual income as you promote to the regional managing director, senior director, executive director, and national director. We'll get into that a little bit later. I just want the new people to know there's a lot more money than you haven't even seen all the money that's available. Okay. Now what I want to do is I've talked quite a bit about the money in the leadership positions. I want to talk to you about how to promote to some of these leadership positions, okay? Now, again, regional director, managing senior, so forth and so on. Let's look at just getting started. So if you're a brand new associate in the business, here's what your goal is. Number one, you want to create your U and 2. We want you to promote to regional director. So if you gather your first 3 customer points, number one, you earn $100. And number 2, you become a qualified director. Now you want to sponsor 2 associates, okay? And you want to help them become qualified directors. Once you do this, and again, one of these points is your Stream home site, your Energy or Wireless, and 1 outside customer, okay? Once you've completed this scenario right here, you're now promoted to a regional director, okay? So you've completed what we call U and 2. And you've got your 3 points. You're now a regional director. The really neat thing is that now that you're a regional director, let's show you how you promote to a managing director from regional director. The first thing you're going to do as a brand new regional director is you're going to go out and sponsor 2 new associates, okay? And now you get a raise. You get $125 for personally sponsoring associates. But let's say you sponsor these 2 associates in your regional director organization, and what we're going to do is we're going to help each one of them sponsor 2 associates. You see, they've created their U and 2 just like you did over here, okay? So essentially what you've done is you have created 2 regional directors in your regional director organization. And new people, follow me here. You see U and 2, U and 2, just like yours, U and 2 to be a regional director. And here's the really neat thing. As this team continues to grow down, you, the regional director, are paid $25 bonus on everyone that comes in below your first level when they get just 3 customer points, okay? But more importantly, when you have gotten your 10 customer points from 3, you've picked up 7 more customers. Now you got 10 customer points. Heck, you are now a managing director. So you see, creating the U and 2 is basically what we do. You created it here. Now you came over here and you created it 2 more times and you promoted to managing director and $25 in your regional director group. So let's take a look now. You're a managing director. Follow me. This slide's a little busy, but follow me. You're a managing director and you sponsor these 2 people right here. Forget all this stuff right here. Just follow me a second. As a managing director, you sponsor this one and this one. This associate here goes out and sponsors his first 2. This is his U and 2. And when he does that, he's a regional director. And then as a regional director, he's going to sponsor 2 more and help them do U and 2. And you've got 2 regional directors there, and that makes you a managing director, okay? Now, the second person you sponsor, let's say he sponsors 2 here, who sponsors 1 apiece, And these really didn't do too much other than what you see, but this one down here took off. He sponsors two over here, and now all of a sudden he's a regional director, and then he sponsors two more and helps them become UN2, and that promotes him to managing director. Okay, and you've got 15 customer points that promotes you to senior director. So let me recap this. As a managing director, you have to create two managing directors anywhere in your organization. I showed it on the first level and down on the third level. It could be the 5th or 6th or 8th or 10th level that another managing director was developed. Okay, as long as you've got two managing directors, they don't have to be first level. They can be, but they can be anywhere. So this one sponsored this one and this one and this one, and then they went on vacation. But this one sponsored this one and this one took off. Well, now you're a senior director. Why do you want to be a senior director? Because that's where most of the money is released. So you become a senior director, the first thing you're going to do is sponsor two new associates in your senior director organization. Now, as that team starts to build and develop, no matter how many people come into that new senior director organization that are fully coded to you, you make $200 a month. Okay, so if 5 associates come into your senior director group a month, that's $1,000 times $200. If 10 comes in, that's 2,000. If 50 come in, that's 10,000. I got to tell you guys, senior director is where most of the money is released. These are all leadership bonuses right here. I have personally deposited in excess of $1 million just in my senior director group, and I'm a national director. So there's a lot of money there, and this is what you want to work toward becoming a senior director. Okay? Well, look, we're going to wrap this thing up, but I kind of want to give you your action plan. Okay? You know what? The one thing that you need to do, new associates, is you need to be your own best customer. Look, whatever Stream sells, I buy, and I teach my team to buy. If you're not going to buy the products that Stream sells, you don't understand what it's like to be a business owner. Okay, so be your own best customer. Here's how you can really get your business started and cranked up. Enroll for Stream Marketing System. The first thing you do when we finish this webinar is go to your Power Center and enroll for Stream Marketing System. If you don't know how to do that, call your upline and your sponsor and they'll help you do it. That's one customer point. Switch your own energy if you can. If you live in an energy deregulated state, that's a customer point. Switch your mobile cell phone service to Stream. That's anywhere from 1 to 4 customer points. On an average, there's 3 to 5 in a family. Cell phones, mama, daddy, brother, sister, so forth. You know, that's 1 to 4 points. Enroll for Stream Virtual MD. That's the virtual medical doctor platform that for $30 a month, and that pays you a commission. For $30 a month, it pays you the same commission that someone's spending $200 a month on electricity. So that's what you want to do. Enroll for Digital Home Service. If you currently have a home phone service, some people don't, but if you do, you need to switch it over to Stream Digital Home Service for $14.95 a month. That's a customer point. Then you need to sign one outside customer right up front, and that's another customer point. That right there is 6+ points. Yes, you're a qualified director, but you're real close to getting your 10 customer points, which is a $500 bonus. Okay? This is your homework, folks, and I'm talking to the new people right now. Actually, I'm talking to all associates. You need to search your mind and determine if you have signed up for all of these customers. Okay, change is mandatory for extraordinary results. Well, I tell you what, that just about wraps it up for us tonight. I want to congratulate Christian Gosso, our newest managing director. He's up in Pennsylvania, and he is absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I want to congratulate Armin up in Maryland for being with us tonight. They had a big meeting up there, and they enjoyed the. I hope they enjoyed the presentation and the training.